Nemeth assesses WWE fans' mindsets in CM Punk-Seth Rollins feud. CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two beloved babyfaces, kicked off WWE Raw this week with a tense face-off, with the latter expressing a desire to finally address his lingering grievances with the former. CM Punk, however, made it clear he had no interest in facing Rollins, prompting Rollins to spark a brawl between them. TNA World Champion Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler in WWE, assessed this rekindled feud on Busted Open Radio, including the fan mindset surrounding it. According to Nemeth, many fans may be inclined to favor CM Punk as the excitement of his return, even a year later, continues to fill the air. Meanwhile, Rollins may be subconsciously taken for granted, as he's been a constant fixture for WWE over the last decade. When someone leaves and comes back, is gone for a huge injury and comes back, or says he'll never, ever be here, this place, and comes back, you get that moment of the loyal fans going, "Screw that guy, he's back. Oh my God, we welcome you back," Nemeth said. And it's not being two-faced, it's just we love it as fans being able to embrace someone coming back or emerging or surprising or showing us up or just beating an injury and making it back onto our show that we watch. When you have those moments, those stand out more. I'm not saying that Seth's never been injured, Nemeth continued, but to have something when those returns, when it's so understood that you are not coming back and you have no interest to, and then you also added in an injury for Punk. So he gets another return or add in even a medium-sized injury where it's a couple weeks, couple months, you get that extra return. That makes people jump out of their seats more than their absolute favorite who never got hurt. From a viewer and wrestler's perspective, Nemeth personally finds himself rooting for Rollins because of his proven history of being a full-time and reliable anchor for WWE as part-timers floated in and out of the company over the years. Or from a pure viewer's stance, specifically as Punk previously spent 10 years away from WWE. I don't know if it rings true for fans subconsciously, but when I'm thinking of a promo back and forth and it takes me out of the wrestling part and I'm just interested in where they're going character-wise and story, then you start to have that in the background, like, how am I not rooting for this guy? Nemeth said, "He's the one who's always been here. He's the one who made the play. He's the one who sacrificed the different things to stay. He didn't take off and show up when it was cool, and then just like, oh, guess I'm back in the main event scene 10 years later, forget everything I said." There's something really special about that. The Raw brawl between Punk and Rollins was eventually broken up by Sami Zayn, JUSO, and WWE officials, the former of whom later got into a verbal and physical confrontation with Rollins. Rollins ultimately emerged victorious in the physical aspect of his meeting with Zayn by rolling him up for a pinfall in the show's main event match. As of now, there is no word on if the rivalry between Rollins and Punk will translate to a match as well. WWE Raw results. Seth Rollins and CM Punk's rivalry renewed. New Day celebrates its 10th anniversary. CM Punk's promo was interrupted by Seth Rollins, which resulted in a heated feud. The New Day's 10-year anniversary got heated after the surprising return of Big E. Gunther defended his title against Dominic Mysterio, while Rhea Ripley was caught in a heated clash against Raquel Rodriguez. Following a blockbuster Survivor Series 2024, WWE's weekly episode of Monday Night Raw returned this week. CM Punk kicked off the latest episode of Raw with a promo before he was interrupted by Seth Rollins. The show also celebrated the 10th anniversary of the New Day. 5 official fights were on the match card. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Gunther defended his title against Dominic Mysterio. In the women's segment, Judgment Day squared off against Damage Control. The main event saw Rollins take on Sami Zayn. CM Punk and Seth Rollins met yet again, and things got physical this time. This had never happened until now, but not only did that transpire, but a huge heel turn was also teased in the process. CM Punk and Seth Rollins had a momentary face-off on the Raw after Bad Blood 2024. It was then that a disillusioned and beaten-up Punk came out to express uncertainty over his future. Rollins let him go without much resistance, presumably because of his physical state. This time, that wasn't the case. Punk expressed his WrestleMania dreams, and Rollins said he should have put CM Punk out of his misery. Punk said something that ticked Rollins off. When they confronted each other last year, Rollins had something he wanted: the World Heavyweight Championship. But now that he is no longer the champion, Punk said he had no interest in him whatsoever. He compared it to running with people he didn't even know he was racing. All of this fueled Rollins to give Punk a shove, marking the first time they got physical. Rollins' mannerisms seemed to tease a future heel turn, although many would argue that he was justified in his actions. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso were quick to come out and separate the two. Even other WWE officials came out to shove them, and CM Punk's rejection of Seth Rollins seemed to hit a nerve with the visionary. It is still believed that the two will clash at WrestleMania 41. Born May 28th, they were initially slated to headline night an American WrestleMania 40 this year. He is signed to WWE Raw results, where he performs on the Raw brand 2024 under the ring CM Punk Seth Rollins brawl. Prior to signing with WWE, he wrestled under the ring named Tyler Black for Ring of Honor. Hello, everyone, and welcome. And was part of the Now's live coverage and results of the WWE Monday During his time in ROH. December 2nd, he held the ROH World Championship once. The start is just a few hours away. Tag Team Championship. I'm your host, Sagnick, with Jacobs, and I'll be keeping you company 2009 through what promises a fascinating evening. He also wrestled for various independent promotions. Please wait 30 seconds for the live blog to load, where he was a one-time 2024 edition of Survivor Series, as well as Pro Wrestling to close, where he was now we turn our focus to the upcoming episode of WWE Monday Night Raw. Lopez signed with WWE of the Red Brand is the Fallout and was sent to its then developmental territory Florida Championship, which took place in the Rogers Arena, where he was renamed Seth Rollins and became the PLE featured 5 matches that delivered as promised with high-flying WWE rebranded its developmental brand from 2 War Games clashes to NXT 3 title matches. He became the inaugural OG Bloodline along with CM Punk. In November 2012, the Rogue Faction, he debuted on the main roster as a member of the Shield alongside Dean Ambrose, Gunther and Braun Breaker. Defended their titles while Shinsuke Nakamura defeated WWE Raw to win his 3rd United States title. With reigns in May 2013. Following the PLE last night, he went on to hold the title a record 6 times with its regular programming partners Monday Night After leaving the Shield the December 2nd Fallout episode, he joined the Authority of the Red establishing his on-screen live from the Angel of the Winds Arena. Since then, he has headlined numerous major PPV, the Second City live streaming events for WWE, set to kick off the Monday Night WrestleMania, which is electrifying. Rollins is a 5-time World Second City was in action Saturday against having won the WWE Championship in the men's twice, Universal Championship the OG faction, and World led by Roman Championship once, included the Usos, Sami Zayn. He has also held the Intercontinental in the main event and the Survivor Series 2024 twice each. The OG faction WWE's 29 Triple Crown champion. Punk will likely have a few words to express after as well as the second wrestler to accomplish the latter. The promotion might use this segment to build up a storyline. He is also the only wrestler to in last week's episode. WWE announced Universal Celebration Ceremony, World Heavyweight Championship, 10th Anniversary Championship.